Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. In this episode, I have a tool that can save your life if something goes wrong. Now this is Leatherman Signal. And I have attached this on it that I'm gonna show you guys. So stick around. I'm gonna go over everything this tool can do and how it can save your life if you get in a bad situation when you're outdoors. So I went ahead and ordered the Leatherman Signal. Most of you guys that follow me know that I do carry the Leatherman Arc day to day as my utility multi-tool, and I love Arc, but I needed something that was more specific for outdoors and why I did it. One day I was just driving and I thought about, situations that can go wrong and ugly, and I figured, what if I'm in outdoors and I have my get home bag? What if I have to ditch the car? It's going down on a cliff and I have to ditch the car. I can't grab anything. What do I want to have in my pocket all the time when I'm outdoors so it can give me a chance to survive, to get to help? This is what came to my mind and this is what I put together. Now this is gonna stay in my pocket every time I leave the house to go outdoors, and I won't be taking my arc. I'm gonna show you guys one by one what it has, but first let me remove this because this is what I added on, and I'm gonna explain why I added that. First thing first, this is how the tool looks like. Obviously I had to go with the green to match my Jeep. It has a carabiner that you can hang it off of your, backpack or pants or whatever, but mine is gonna go in my pocket. It has a 1/4-inch bit driver right there. This part of the carabiner, you can use it as a hammer. Just grab it and hammer it down. It has a knife. It's a pretty nice knife, but almost 1/3 of it is serrated, as you guys can see, for cutting ropes and stuff like that. And the other half is just a regular knife, which is very sharp. On this side, it has your regular saw that every Leatherman comes with. And I'm gonna demonstrate outside how this cuts in a little bit and how the knife performs on, making feathers and stuff like that. Inside, it has a lock that you can lock it, and when you open it you have your regular pliers with the wire cutter and whatnot. As far as tools, it has a awl. Now this awl that comes with, it's not as sharp as the awl that comes with the Arc. I wish it was the same one that it came with Arc, but it's not. It has a can opener and it has the bit driver, Phillips and flathead. All right, that's as far as the tools that it comes with. Now, on the outer side of the tool, it comes with a ferro rod, a small one, and it comes with a knife sharpener that has a curve. Now, this knife sharpener, you can use it to, let me show you, sharpen this straight part like so. All right, but also it has like a curve that you can sharpen your serrated parts. You see, you can put it on the angle, this little angle, and it sharpens the serrated parts too. But what I've been thinking, you can also use it to sharpen your fishing hook or whatnot because of that curve. And it just clicks right there on the outside of the tool. Basically, you just slide it in and it locks in. Now the ferro rod, you have to open it, and it has a little pin right there that you pull and it pops out. And you can use it's best to use the back of the saw for the ferro rod. All right, now this guy, this is just the, cordage, and it has a duct tape wrapped around it. Now if I open this duct tape, once you open this duct tape, I have about 10 feet of fishing line right there wrapped. I have 3 split shots and I have 3 hooks. Okay. Now probably I have to redo this, but I just wanted to show you guys. And that just wraps around this again. So yeah, those are the things that these tools come with. And with the tool itself, you can process wood, you can make fire, you can cut stuff, and with the cordage, you can make shelter like a lean-to, make 2 tripods with 3 woods, tie it with your line on top on one side, do another tripod on the other side, like 3 woods, and just tie it the tip all together, and lean another log on top of those 2 tripods, and then just build up on the side, just lay stuff on it, and that'll be your shelter. With the fishing equipment, I can, fish. So yeah, this little thing that will be on my pocket, even if I lose everything and I can't grab on anything, this will save my life, and I can, still have a chance to get home or get to safety. $139. You can buy these cordages for probably $20 and make your own kit. You don't have to have this. This I would highly recommend. Anybody going into outdoors, I think they should have something like this with them. Even when I'm going fishing, I'm hiking, this will be in my pocket because this will be a great addition. Now you don't want to obviously use this as a regular day-to-day use tool. You want to keep everything sharp. You want to keep your ferro rod fresh. You want to keep your saw, sharp, so when you need it, actually in an emergency time, you can actually use it. That would be my recommendation. But you guys can do as you wish. But let me show you guys outside how the knife, you can process wood and make feathers and make a fire with the ferro rod. It's very effective. All right, and I'll see you guys back here. So it cuts pretty good. I'm not gonna just go all the way through, but you can cut. All right, that's it. Now let's see if we can make fire with the ferro rod. All right, let's make fire with the ferro rod. All right, it works. All right, as you guys saw, the saw is not too bad, you know. It's not something that you would use day to day to cut wood, but in emergency cases, you can definitely make it work. The knife, very good knife, sharp, you know, it makes not a perfect feathers, but it does good. It still does the job. And ferro rod, it's effective, it works, as you guys saw. And you can always use this sharpener to sharpen your knife back, your serrated knife, and also your fishing hooks or whatnot. For $139, I think it's a great addition, to be honest. Now, it does have downsides, all right? I'll tell you guys what. I wish it was different. I wish this was a full knife, not serrated. I wish it came with another serrated knife. As far as tools go, instead of having a can opener, which let's be honest, who uses can opener? They could have put something else in there. Like maybe like a scissor would be nice to have. All right, those are the only two things. But as far as the weight, it is lighter than the arc. So yeah, if you're into outdoors and, you know, off-roading, hiking, how many times have you heard that a backpacker's backpack was snatched by a bear when they weren't paying attention? What are you gonna do? Have this in your pocket separately, just as a complete backup. Not on your backpack, not on your, you know, whatever. On your pocket, on yourself at all times. And this is another preparation that you can do for worst case scenario. I mean, every day I think about the scenarios that could happen, that, you know, I could get in trouble, and what can I do as far as preparing to better my chances of survival. And this is what I came up with. I do recommend doing this, even with the, you know, with the cordage and the fishing lines. It doesn't weigh anything. Just throw it in your pocket when you're outdoors. All right, guys, I hope you guys like this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up, leave in a comment what you think about this solution, and I'll see you guys on the next one next week. Cheers.